In this tutorial video, I'm going to walk you through our Blackboard course shell to show you what you can expect in Blackboard. When you first open up Blackboard, you'll land on the announcements page. This is where I will send out an announcement, usually on Mondays, every Monday. It'll be weekly, letting you know what's going on and what you can expect from the week, and the assignments, and also how things went the previous week, if there were issues or not. So I will also give you feedback here. And also, I will be sending you an email to your CWI account alerting you that there is a announcement. On the left navigation pane over here is the Faculty Information tab. Here you will find a little bit about me, my office hours, and where I'm located. I am at the Ada County campus. My phone number is there as well as my email, but it's best to email me if you want to get in touch with me. Then next is the syllabus and schedule tab. And I have created videos for both of these, the syllabus and the schedule. Those are located in week one, and I'll go through that in just a few minutes and show you where those are located. You can download those to these and print them in PDF. Next, we have the weekly assignments tab, and this is where you're going to spend a lot of your time. I have not opened all of the weeks just yet, and so let me scroll down. So this, I'm in the instructor view. Your view is a little bit different. You're only going to see week one, and then I've got the rest of these scheduled. So this movie is for the spring start, and so you will see that these are start to open up after each week. So next Saturday at 12 a.m. week two opens up. All right. Now, we are in the first week, and in the folder, you're going to be getting acquainted with this and talking about all the little quizzes and everything that you have to take. So let's take a look. So, in fact, let me just switch to student view. I want to just show you something because yours does look a lot different than mine. Let me go into weekly assignments. And so here is week one. So in week one, we have a couple of folders going on. We've got tools to be used in class and the deliverables, and then getting acquainted and the deliverables. Let me just click here and go in. So tools to be delivered, here's what we're going to be doing. I'm usually going to give you a homework checklist and then your homework underneath of that. So there is the Blackboard tutorial video that I created, what you're watching right now. And then you're going to get registered for my IT lab, and then a movie about how to get registered for my IT lab. And let me go back out and go down to getting acquainted. And so there's your instructions. There's the syllabus and schedule videos that I made. And then here's information or an assignment for you to get ready for a get to know you blog. And I'll show you that a little bit more. Again, these are opened up on a Saturday at 12 a.m. and then they will close the following Sunday at midnight. So that's 11:59 p.m. And each week when one opens, let me go back to this teacher view. So the next week we'll have week two that's going to open up. And then you'll have two full weekends to work on that, and then I'll close up, and the next one, and then so on. So it's kind of confusing, but once you get the hang of it, by the second, third week, they're all basically the same. So let me go into, I want to show you week two just for a quick second, even though it's not open, because this will be a little bit different than week one. Week one is just your orientation. and those are just kind of going through things. But week two, once you get week two down, it's going to be repetitive after that. So in week two, we've got a video that's going to walk you through the new software and programs. And then next, you're going to see the two folders. So the content folder and the deliverable folder. The content folder basically includes, let me just click there 1 second, the textbook information and the PowerPoint that goes along with it, and the summary chart. So let me go back up. So these are what you're going to be learning in chapter 1. Okay, and then the book takes you through, tells you what page number that we're on. So for chapter 1, we're going to be on pages 151 through 214. And then we have the skills and procedures sheet. Oh, and by the way, these are great because they show you a couple of different ways to do something, as well as like hotkeys or shortcuts, and also what the icon looks like. So when you're start going through your grader projects, which is your homework, I definitely highly recommend that you print these. And the reason why is because when you're working in my IT lab, sometimes those instructions aren't clear. And so these instructions here are really written the exact same way, but they kind of walk you through it and show you what you need to do and what the instructions meant. I'm not a big fan of the instructions, but it's all we have to work with. So I apologize up front for some of the confusion that you might have on the instructions. But leave this as, print these out each week if you can, or leave it open on your desktop, because these are a great resource to have. Next, you're going to see the PowerPoint presentation, and that's just a presentation of chapter 1. And you can just work through those. These go hand in hand along with your chapter reading. And then I've created supplemental videos. So every week you are going to see in the content folder supplemental videos, and these are just supplemental videos created by GFC Learn Free. These are just great resources. Hey, they're not required, but they're just videos that illustrate the skills that we're learning. And so I've posted the ones that I think are relevant for each chapter into these folders. Okay, so again, they're not required, but they're only a couple of minutes long, and they do help you. So whatever we're working on, there happens to be a lot for week 2, but whatever we're working on, whatever chapter we're in, you'll be able to find some how-to movies, supplement movies. Okay, now let me go to deliverables. I'd like to show you this really quick. Here you'll see that we've got some things due that are going to be due in my IT lab. So simulation training, your grader project, and end of chapter quiz. Let me just click there, and you'll see that again here. And then I've got some videos. Well, how do I do some of these things? So this is just a training video that I want you to watch. It's not that long. Here's the instructions for your grader projects and how you're to do those. And then there's the grader project video. And then one last thing that I've stuck in here is a library folder. And this isn't required, but for those that are new to CWI, you may want to take a closer look at these. This is about our library, where we're located. Okay. Next, we're going to click on this Pearson My IT Lab. When you click on this, it goes straight into My IT Lab. I do recommend you get into this is how you get into your homework from here. I wouldn't go any other way. I would just go this way. All right. I have a variety of different things, such as the website for GFC Learn Free, located underneath of the course resources. It's our next. And so all the videos that I showed you for the supplemental videos can be found here. In fact, let me just click there really quick. So you're going to go into Microsoft Office, and then you're going to go into Office 2016, and then you see the programs here. Well, of course, we're working with Word, but we're also going to be working with these other programs. And the neat thing about this is that we've got so many different videos to help you. So again, that's what that button is here. And then we also have quick reference sheets. These are wonderful to have. So I've got one for OneDrive, Outlook, Word, Excel, Access, PowerPoint, and Office 365. Then your Windows. If you haven't watched the syllabus video, or maybe you have, I do speak to, we highly suggest what Windows to have. So that's what those quick references are. And then the last, just a second, it's a little slow, isn't it? Then the last one is the Writing and Center, CWI Writing Center and Tutoring Labs Information tab. You may need to go over to the Writing Center for any reason. We do have a project or two that you're going to be doing, and so these people are great and they can help you should you need that. Okay, now we're going to go into the discussion board. Here you will find the Ask the Instructor question. There are instructions here on how to do this, but let me just click Ask the Instructor. By the way, this comes right to me, but you're all going to be able to see this. So you're going to create a thread, and then you're going to type your question to me. Please don't put anything personal out there that you don't want others to see. The only thing that goes here is questions about our class, our homework, an assignment, how do you do something, anything that may be confusing because I didn't explain it well enough. Okay? But please don't email me. I want to be clear. I don't want to get a lot of emails in my email, because if you've got a question, someone else may have a question, and so on and so on. That's why I want it here. Plus, if I just happen to be gone a weekend and I don't get back to you that weekend, because I'm not always online on weekends, you can answer each other. That's just another form of learning, and I love that. And sometimes I've even had students post in here and then they answer their own question within 30 minutes later because they figured it out. So don't be shy. I want you to learn how to use Ask the Instructor. Again, that's just create a thread and it goes, and you can create something there. There will be other opportunities that we'll be using the discussion board. These aren't open just yet, but they will be soon. This is where you're going to be posting your pictures, or your papers and your presentations, and then we get to comment on those. Okay, next is groups. And I want to explain this to you really fast. The group tab and isn't going to look like yours. Yours is going to look different. Remember, I'm in teacher mode. I've created 6 groups because there are 30 of you, 31 of you, and so I have created groups. What you're going to do is you're only going to see your group that you're assigned to, but this is the first one. So what you're going to do is back in weekly assignments in week 1, this is the blog, the Get to Know You blog. So read those instructions, and then you're going to go to groups, and there's instructions on where to go to do your blog, and then you are going to post. So now I've posted in everyone so that you can get to know me a little bit better. So that is all in there. Okay. You shouldn't have any problems. I'll just kind of show you group 2. You shouldn't have any problems with this. You're just going to post. That's all you're going to do. But make sure that you follow the instructions. It should take you maybe 10 minutes to write this. And this is due midweek. So I've created a Microsoft Office exam materials tab because I didn't want to bury it in the weekly assignments or the course resources. I really wanted it to stand out. You will be utilizing this tab all the way through to week 15. I will explain in another video about how you take the MOS exams for Word and Excel, but just know that the instructions are here. And by the way, you are doing that through the Assessment Center. And then I also created a folder. Hey, what's on the exam? So here is for Word. Now, not everything that's on here is going to be on the exam. It'd be way too long, but it does have the potential of being on the exam. So there are 40 questions, and you have 50 minutes on the Microsoft Office exams. And so all this information here has the potential to be on the exam. Okay, not that all of it will be, it just has the potential. And what I did was I pulled each one. So Word and Excel, but I also did PowerPoint, and I did not put Access out here, but if you wanted to see Access, this takes you to the actual Microsoft Office web page, and you're just kind of take a look at 2016, and then you've got the other ones listed. Oh, and I totally forgot Outlook. You can also set for that exam. Let me tell you, Access and Outlook. Access is probably one of the harder ones. Excel is next. Outlook is hard too, but only for this class, you're only required to take Word and Excel. All right. So next, I want to go back and show you my grades. This is where you're going to find your grades. So there's nothing in there right now, but you do have some of the items that are showing due dates, and of course nothing's due, but that's where you're going to find your grades at. And then I've also created some tutorials that you may find helpful, especially if you're a first-time student. The college actually created these, and they're only just a few minutes long. They talk about discussion boards, submitting assignments, and using blogs and groups. So, these aren't required, but if you did need some extra help, these are a great resource to use. Now, I'm going to spend a couple extra minutes on tools. Tools is a really great tool to have, and no pun intended, but I guess I did just make a pun. Before you even start using the Pearson My IT tab here to get into My IT Lab, you first have to register, and that's where you're going to do it here is through tools. So my Pearson's My IT Lab, or My Lab and Mastering. So you're going to click here, and then you're just going to follow the prompts, and then you're going to get registered. After that, go ahead and close it out, and then start using this tab to go into My IT when it's time to start doing your homework. We did sync My IT, and let me just bring that up, with Blackboard. So whatever you do in My IT Lab, all of your grades should be dumped back into Blackboard. If that doesn't happen, please get with me. In the syllabus tutorial, I did explain that you should be monitoring your grades and helping me to watch. That's your responsibility. Please don't come to me week 15 or 16 asking about grades from week 2. That's not responsible, and so I really need your help because I do make mistakes. I try to be perfect, but sometimes the system doesn't work right or doesn't catch something. So let's both, you and I, watch your grades all the way through. Sorry about the rattling on and on, but it's important, okay? The other thing that's kind of cool about the tools is that you can email group members from here. You can get to the discussion board from here. You can also get to your group from here. I absolutely love the tools tab. So you can email me. So let's just say also that you might be having a problem with one of your people in your group. and they're missing an assignment and you're trying to work on something, or you're just trying to get together and find a time to meet so you can work on your group project, you can send your group an email from here. Okay, the last tab that I want to show you is course evaluation. And course evaluation will happen when it's time to do the evaluations for this course. I will remind you down the road, I'm probably going to give you all extra credit to fill out the course evaluation. It's important that you do that for all of your faculty. It helps us to improve our processes and how we offer courses. I want to make sure that this course is not only fun but educational, and that you've gained from it and that you're successful. That's my job. That's why you're paying me, is to help you to be successful. And that's all I care about. And I need feedback in order to do that. Other than that, I think this video is over. If anything comes up and you've got questions, you know where to find me. Remember, discussion boards, and then ask my instructor a question. Anything that's personal, you just shoot me an email. Good luck, everybody. This concludes our Blackboard tutorial.